Hello everyone. Now we will start with a computer graphics subject and unit number 2. The name of unit is polygon windowing and clipping, and the topic which we are going to cover today is named as introduction to polygon and the types of polygon and how we are going to represent that polygon. So these are the contents which we are going to cover today. So let's start with the introduction of the polygon. So up till now we have seen the line and circle, how we can draw the different object, solid object by using line and a circle. Now we will extend our system towards the new shape that is called as a polygon. So all of you know that polygon is nothing but it is a figure which are having a many sides, right. So we can represent that number of line segments that are connected to end and it may form a closed loop. So in this figure you can see that there is a different polygon we have drawn over here, and in that polygon they are connected with the line segments to each and every vertex, and it is forming a closed figure. So whenever there are the more than 3 vertices and more than 3 edges, then we can say that that shape is nothing but a polygon, but it should have a closed figure. So what is the edges? The line segment which form the boundary of polygon are called as the edges or sides of polygon. So whatever the boundary, that is said to be edges, and whenever we are joining that points by the line segment, so that points will be called as a vertices of that polygon. So there are 2 sides or 3 vertices, but as it is not forming a closed figure in that below figure, then you can't say that this figure is having a polygon shape. Why? Because it is not forming the closed figure. It is having the 2 sides, it is having the 3 vertices, but it is not forming the closed figure. So polygon must be a closed figure. This is what the requirement of forming a polygon. It should have a closed figure. In this we can say the minimum 3 vertices are required, minimum 3 edges are required, right. So the triangle will be the polygon which is having 3 vertices and 3 edges. Then next, polygon is also defined that figure having a number of vertices and edges in a such a way that they are forming a closed loop. This is another definition of polygon. A circle is forming a closed loop, but the number of vertices and edges joining this vertices are also important. So whenever I am saying a triangle or I am saying any square, so in that case there is mandatory things that we should have edges and we should have the vertices, but whenever we are considering circle, it is a loop structure, right. It is forming a closed figure, but we can't find out the vertices and the edges in that circle, because that pixels on that circle are on the peripheral of the circle, or we can say that on they are available on the circumference of the circle, but we cannot have an edges between that pixels or vertices. So therefore we can say that the circle is not a polygon. Then again we are having a different type of polygons over here. So basic types of polygons are nothing but 3 types, starting with a convex polygon, concave polygon and the complex polygon. So these are 3 basic types, and how to recognize these 3 different categories of polygon, let us see by the example. So starting with the convex polygon. The polygon is closed loop structure which is having its edges and vertices. So this is what the basic definition of polygon. Now how recognize that convex polygon? That polygon is the polygon in which if we take any 2 points which are surely inside of that polygon, and if we draw the line which is joining that 2 points, then that line should be exist inside of that polygon, means each and every point on that line should be inside that polygon, then such a polygon is called as a convex polygon. So you will come to know by definition here in this diagram. So this is what a polygon, square or a rectangle. In that if I take the 2 points, okay, I have taken the 2 points or vertices in between or inside the polygon. If I am drawing the line to join this vertices, so in that case you can see that all the points which are lying on that line, that all points are inside the polygon. So such a polygons are called as a convex polygon. So in this case you can see that 2 points are joining by a line and all the points are inside the polygon. So these are another examples of the convex polygon here. So these are all the examples of convex polygon. Then next type of the polygon is called as a concave polygon. The concave polygon, in that what we have to take? We have here the heading should be a concave polygon. By mistake it is not done. So, concave polygon is the polygon in which if we take any 2 points which are surely inside the polygon, and if we draw the line between that points, then all the points on that line are not lying the inside of polygon, means some point will be outside of that polygon. Such a polygon are called as a concave polygon. So, here is example. Suppose we are having this polygon, and if we are joining the line between this 2 points which is surely inside of the polygon, then in that case you can see that some point of that line, here the some points on that line are lying completely outside of that polygon. So, some portion is outside of that polygon, some portion of a line is not inside of that polygon, and such a polygon is called as a concave polygon. So, here are some examples of concave polygon are these examples. So, in this some part of the line can be an outside of that polygon, such a polygon is called as a concave polygon. The next is a complex polygon. What is the complex? In computer graphics, the polygon which is neither convex not a concave, such polygons are referred as a complex polygon. It means that the polygon includes any polygon which intersect itself or polygon which overlap itself, means there will be interaction of one or two edges of that polygon. Such polygons are called as a complex polygon. So, these are the basic types of polygons we have to learn throughout this unit number 2. Then the next thing is how we are going to represent that polygons. This is very important thing, that representation of a polygon. So, to decide how to represent that polygon, some graphics device gives the permission that directly draw the polygon shape as it is, but some are not supporting that, means some graphics unit draw that polygon as a whole unit, once at a time it can draw that whole polygon, but some graphics devices not supporting to this such a kind of polygon representation. Instead they are just dividing the polygons in the trapezoids. Okay. So, that is also called as a trapezoid primitives. In that polygons are imaged or drawn in the form of trapezoids. So, in this figure you can see that this is what our actual polygon is, and whenever we want to draw this polygon on a screen, so it is divided in different 3 parts or a different 3 trapezoids. So, you can see that first, second and third. So, these are the different trapezoids we can draw by using that scan lines or a line segment. So, you can see here these are the different line segments, these are called as the line segments of that polygon, and by using the scan line we can draw. So, here you can see a different scan line we can draw when we want to show the polygon in the form of trapezoid. So, these are different line segments and scan lines which we can draw to represent that polygons. So, this is what the representation. But how we are storing its coordinates or its edges and the vertices. So, some graphics devices may not support to polygon at all. So, in that case we are going to use the display file. So, all of you know that display file, we have covered that topic in lecture number 3 from our unit number 1. In that we have seen the structure of a display file. What it stores? It stores the opcode and operand in the form of x and y coordinate, and we are storing the opcode like 1 and 2. 1 is stands for move operation and the 2 is stands for the line operation, right. So, for this we have to store the polygon in a display file, and the display file contain the information that is necessary to construct that picture. So, what is the information the polygon is having? The polygon can be break in the types like we can store the information of polygon in the form of lines, and we can store the information in the form of points, means we can represent a polygon by using the lines and vertices of that polygon. So, how we are going to show these lines and points? By using this display file structure. So, the information will be in the form of commands such as a move or a line. So, all of you know the 2 commands we have seen in our unit number 1, that is move and line. The opcode 1 stands for move command, the opcode 2 stands for line command. So, display file is having 3 field opcode, that is move or a line, that is 1 and 2, and the operand is in the 2 forms, that is x coordinate or y coordinate, or you can say the x operand and y operand. So, these are the contents of display file. So, now you can see here the display file is having operand, opcode, then x operand and the y operand, and 2 is nothing but a command which is showing an opcode 2, means the command is line command. So, you have to draw the line between this x and y point. So, this is what the representation of display file for any line or a point. But whenever I want to represent the polygon using this display file, so how we have to represent? If we place the line command only in opcode array of display file for representing the edges of polygon, then there may be two difficulties. So, first difficulty is that we do not have an exact idea that how many sides the polygon will have. Okay. If I have entered the 6 or 7 entries here, it may happen that we are storing the many commands here for the many polygon shapes in this display file. So, we should know where we have to stop, right. So, the starting point of the polygon should be known, this is the second thing, and the first thing that we should have an idea that how many sides will be represented by that particular polygon. So, until now we have used only two opcodes for display file, and those are opcode number 1 and opcode number 2. The one is stands for move command, 2 is stands for a line command. So, we can use a number which is greater than 2, that will indicate the sides of polygon. So, if I am representing that in opcode field as a 5, so file will represent that the polygon is having the 5 sides, because we have only two opcodes, that is 1 and 2. So, whenever we are using any opcode that is greater than 2, so it will represent the side of polygons, because the side of polygons is always more than or equal to 3. So, there is no command or opcode 3 for any command in display file, only 1 and 2 are the basic commands. So, we can use the number 3 onwards for displaying the sides of polygon. So, the command whose opcode field is other than 1 and 2 will consider as a starting point coordinate of that polygon. So, definitely whenever I am saying 5 or 6, so from that command we have to start to draw a polygon. So, here we are given with an example. So, this is what a polygon we are having, and all its 6 vertices are having its coordinate value. So, how I am going to store that? So, number of edges are 6. So, my first opcode field contains 6. So, what 6 representing? That number of sides of polygons are a 6, and then from where we have to start? We have to start from, suppose from point A. So, it will be showing as a 5 and 5. So, you have to start with this point. So, we all of you know that whenever we are representing a line, then there are two methods to display the line command. The one is the absolute line, that is line ABS command, which is taking the x and y coordinate as it is, and there is again one command that is called as a line relative, which is taking the relative distances, means not the actual but in the form of dx and dy, that is called as a line relative and the line absolute. So, absolute distance are in the form of x comma y, and the line relative commands are in the form of dx comma dy. So, these commands are used to store the lines in the display file. So, let us start with the example. So, here you can see now the polygon representation. So, we have to represent this polygon in this display file. This is what the structure of a display file. So, let us start with the point A. What is the coordinates of point A? 6 comma 6. Sorry. So, we are storing that 6 comma 6 in this display file as shown here. Then the next point will be B point. So, I am taking that B point as having its coordinate 8 comma 6. Now, what I want to do? I want to join the line in between this A and B. So, how? In this way I will join the line between A and B. Same way the next point is C with 10 comma 3. So, C with 10 comma 3 I have drawn over here. So, point is that line is drawn with the opcode as a 2. Then the next is 8 comma 1 with opcode 2, the line is drawn. Then the next point will be 6 comma 1, the opcode is 2. So, the line command will be execute and it will join the 2 points. Then the next point will be 4 comma 3, the line command will be execute with the opcode 2 and we can join these 2 points. And the next thing is the last point which should form the closed figure, and the last point will be 6 comma 6 with a line command or a opcode. So, in this way we can have a structure that is nothing but a polygon with this display file. So, in this way we are going to represent a polygon in the form of display file, which is nothing but the internal representation of that polygon. So, the question on this different topics are like this: the name with example and different type of polygons, or there may be asking a definition of a polygon. There may be a justification will be asked for, is the circle is polygon? If yes, then justify; if no, then justify. Then the next question can be like, what are the different type of polygons? So, you have to mention here the concave, convex and complex polygon, and how to identify that polygon. Then define and convex and concave polygon. In this same you have to represent that convex and concave polygon identification by taking the 2 points inside the polygon and joining by them by a line. On another question on the same topic will be like, explain the way of representing the polygon. So, whenever we are representing a polygon, so we can represent in the form of trapezoid, and whenever we are storing that polygon, we are storing that into the display file. So, these things will should cover under this question. So, today we will stop here. Thank you all of you.